pamphlets and through speeches in public, like the Putney debates, which are quite well remembered now. They utterly failed thanks to the messages of Oliver Cromwell, and they're remembered by historians as having laid the foundations of our freedoms. The universal vote, the right to silence in the dock, everyone equal under the law, and the right not to be conscripted into the army. 170 years ago, the Chartists called for the universal suffrage. Their attempts were violently put down, and in some cases violence came first from their side. But by 1900, approximately 60 years after they first started their movement, they had achieved their aims. A secret ballot, a vote for every working man, the right to true democratic accountability, no property qualification for MPs, and payment for MPs. A century ago, Sylvia and Emmeline Pankhurst led the struggle for the suffragette movement, one of the most radical, revolutionary, and fair ideas of the past 1,000 years. They achieved their aims in 1929, a vote for every woman over 21. A century after the Chartists, 170 years after the suffragettes, and 350 years after the Levellers, a new reform movement is entering the political mainstream of Britain. That movement is not founded only in pamphlets and private speeches, nor in public speeches and rallies, but in the homes and houses of the people of Britain, through the revolutionary medium of the internet. That movement is Take Back Parliament, that movement is Us Today, that movement is the movement for proportional representation. All the three prior movements I have mentioned are remembered proudly by historians and have places in the history books. This government, this coalition government, is trying to write itself into the history books. It's drafted a great reform bill. It's talked of the historic thing about consulting the public through the internet on what laws they want to reform. It talks of ending the Labour hierarchy and an end to two-party politics. But I say to them that they would not deserve the history books for such things as this, were it not for one thing that they have done, which is a referendum on electoral reform. This is the historic occasion, not the reform bill, but the sense of history that I felt standing on the lawn outside Parliament after May the 6th. The sense that we are part of a movement that will shake this country to its core and sweep away the dust and grime and muck that stifles politics in this country and creates a system where Parliament is separate from the people rather than representative of it. It is the historic fact that this is the first time in 2,000 years of our history, 2,000 years of our government, that we, the people of England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, have been given the power to choose our system of government. And unsurprisingly, the politicians are terrified out of their wits by this occasion. Some trembling dinosaurs, some trembling aged political dinosaurs, like Bernard Jenkin, to name one, have tried to stop reform using ridiculous and undemocratic measures such as the 40% rule. Some have simply pretended to support reform whilst crying, "Not yet, you can't hold the referendum on that day for whatever reason." And some have outrightly made arguments in the press and on blogs that clearly show the writers to be experts in exercising doublethink. Those who would resist the alternative vote, because it's not full proportional representation, are missing the point. They're missing the point that no matter how little better they think AV might be than first past the post, our present system, or how imperfect the referendum question might be, it comes down to one single thing. It comes down to the fact that the Conservative Liberal coalition has handed to the people a thing whose consequences will be far-reaching, a thing whose consequences on our nation will be incalculable and immeasurable. They've handed us the chance to vote yes to AV. They have handed us the chance to truly vote for a change. Thank you for Fair votes now! 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 Fair votes now!